You know it's hard out here for the things when your printer's not printing what you think. We have all the colors that you may need from a company that name is that Inks. Popping hard out here for the things when your printer's not printing what you think. We have all the colors that you may need from a company that name is that Inks. Popping.
Hello, everyone. This is Sir Smith back with another tutorial. Today's tutorial, I'm going to be going over how to convert your Epson Workforce printer into a Eco Solvent printing machine. And the reason why some of you guys may want to convert your convert your Epson Workforce computer over is because many of you guys may not come for a DTF machine. DTF machine right now is the hot thing that's going on, but the printers nowadays are very expensive, hard to come by. You can convert quite a few DTF machines over for DTF printing, but you know you have to find them. And when you do find them, you have to hope they work, and they are very expensive. But I feel like that Eco Solvent printing is another way to help you come up the money to get to that point of DTF printing, if that's what you want to do. But let's say that's not what you want to do, and you just want to focus on Eco Solvent printing. This is the tutorial for you guys, and I will show you guys what to do. You guys are familiar with the inkjet cartridges that you need, you know, refillable inkjet cartridges that you need in order to make this work, okay? As well, you guys will need, you know, your Eco Solvent ink as well, okay? At Daddy's Poppin', we sell Eco Solvent ink, okay? So let me jump into this here. I want to make this quick as possible. We would need some gloves, and of course, syringes, you know, 4 of them, and something sharp, okay? But I'm using a knife, but you need something sharp so we can open up the inkjet cartridges, and also I'm going to open up the bottles as well with something sharp, okay? So let's start off by opening up the cartridges. And one thing I love about this here, as everyone knows, that it's very simple. There's nothing to it. Put the paper to the side, set these back down. Okay. As you guys see here, what we want to do is we want to remove this little pinhole here, this little tab here that plug it up the cartridges, and this is where we will be injecting the Eco Solvent ink into, okay? So let me set this back down, and let me go ahead and put my gloves on now. So get that out the way, put my gloves on. And I also want to tell you guys, Happy New Year. It's been a while since I have done a video. Been busy, going through some issues as well. And I got a lot of issues out the way, but hey, I'm back. And I am ready to take over the printing world with you guys. So with that being said, let's get into it. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with the cartridges, like I said earlier. And I want to remove the pinhole here, okay? So I'll just take something sharp. I'm not trying to cut it or anything. I'm just trying to lift up this little tab thing here since my gloves is on. You can take a nail also, okay? If you have long nails, you could use a nail for that as well. But if you don't, then hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I have 2 more to go. And let's see how fast I can make this tutorial here. I'm trying to make this fast as possible. But make sure you guys understand that as well. So you want to stab in there. gently, not trying to use any type of big time force, and just gradually just lift it up. Remove the plug. All right, see, look at that, simple, very simple. Okay, so now I'm just gonna remove these out the way, and I'm going to open up our bottles here. Start with the black, unscrew it. See here, take something short and hold down. And what I do is, if I'm using a knife, I just twist and I take it, peel off the excess. I'm going to set it to the side here, and I immediately go ahead and put the top back on, because just in case I bump the table or whatnot, or bump the bottle, if it falls down, that's not a problem. As long as the top is on, man. All right, going to the cyan. I'm going to wipe off my blade here. Make sure you guys wear gloves, okay? Because this stuff leaves a good little stain. It is water-based, though. That's a good thing about it. It is water-based Eco Solvent ink, so you can wash it off. They say it's not really harmful for it. Magenta. Wipe off my object here. I'm going to stab the edge here, and I'm going to twist. There we go. And one more. The yellow. Wipe off my knife. Stab into it. Twist. Twist. Okay. Pull. Peel off. All right, as you guys see, we did that. That didn't take no time at all. Set my knife to the side, and let's get ready to rumble. I'm going to start with the black here. So, only thing we're doing now is just going to grab my black Eco Solvent. Again, black Eco Solvent ink. Take out a towel, and what I do, I like to hold down, put it in here. Then once I get it to the level, I will hold both of them at the same time, and I will pull up. Okay, and I always move it out the side. I always move it to the side. Grab the cartridges. Take syringe, blunt tip needle, and also that ain't popping. We sell that on the site as well too. Okay. So set it inside. You know, I don't go straight down. I always go in sideways, and you slowly want to push. You don't have to be so slow, but you just don't, gently push. You don't want to forcefully scrape the ink inside there, okay? All right. So I can show you guys. I need some more. I set it down here. Grab both of them, pull up. And I'm also going to show you guys how to prime as well. Alrighty. And within the videos, some parts I'm going to speed through, okay? So it could be very fast, because as you guys can tell, it's not like I have to slow it down for you guys, because this is simple. On these parts here, with me filling in the ink, I'm going to do a fast forward thing, okay? Then once the ink get kind of low, I tilt it. Then I will lift up on it. I tilt it as well, and I would pull up that way. As you see, I didn't do it correctly, so I would put the ink back inside slowly, and get that. I don't want all the air in there. Okay, cool. Here we go. Now tilt it more to the side and pull. Okay. Move this to the side here. All right, I think we are good for this here. Paper towels, so I can get the excess ink that's spilled over. All right. Okay, what I'm going to do as well, I'm gonna leave some black ink in here, because when I let me put my hand on a hole here, okay, so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Hope you guys can see that. When I do the priming, it's going to pull in ink here, squeeze it down on the hole so I can flip this over a little bit. I hope you guys can see here that we need to prime it so ink could go in there so we can have a good flow of ink once we put the cartridge inside the printer, okay? And how that's done is that, let me set this down. You grab a empty syringe and you make sure that this here is on, plugged up still. And all we're going to do is, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to set this aside, twist it a little bit, twist it. We're not forcing it hard, we're just going to twist it until it gets in there good. And we're going to pull up on this here. We're going to pull up, try to hold both of them at the same time, and pull up. Then guess what? If we pull up, we're going to let it go. Or just push it back in. Okay? And let's see what happened here. Okay. Let me turn my light on. And let me get my phone, my other phone, I have a flashlight on it. Because the black is hard to tell sometimes. And I'm going to put some flashlight on it to see what it looks like. Okay. As you guys seen earlier, it was clear. But as you could see, if you could see that, it's been primed, okay? Turning my camera light off here. And sometimes, you know, if you feel uncomfortable with it, you can do it more than once, okay? Sometimes you may have to do it more than once. You pull up, and if this hole is punctured down here once you put the printer, you will have to also hold that as well. Okay, so let me do that. Let some air out. And do this here as well. Let some air out. So now I'm going to put more ink into it, and I'm going to slowly inject more ink inside of it. Okay, I'm slowly doing it. Boom, there we go. I'm going to wipe off the excess ink that spilled over. And guys, this stuff's gonna get messy, so don't freak out, okay? You just take paper towel and wipe, you know, to your liking. Then once that's done, you're going to take a little plug here and plug into the hole. And you're gonna take your other plug and plug it back in as well if you removed it. And we are done with the black. And what I'm going to do is put the top back on the black. Move over to the side here. And going to start with the cyan is next. Okay. So let me show you again here for priming. Once we fill in the ink here, we want to make sure that we prime it so that ink is also in this circle area as well, okay? Because if you do not do that, you will not get any flow of the ink, okay? So majority of the time, if you have to refill your cartridges, make sure that ink is inside here as well, okay? If not, then you have to prime it. Remember, when it comes to priming, you'll take your empty syringe, you will put it into the hole, you twist it in there, not forcefully, you know, gently get in there. You may have to do a little bit of force, but not anything hard, okay? Then you'll pull up, and normally it will suck back down if this here is open, okay? Once we place this into the printer, this here will have a hole into it. So you know what that means? It will be open, right? So what I like to do is take my gloves, whatnot. I take my finger and I will take it here, press it there, take my thumb, grab here, my ring finger, and I would just hold it like this. And I grab my syringe, I would twist inside of there. Okay. Then, I will pull up. Or, a lot of times, let me tell you, I would just take it on a paper towel here, and I would press it down somewhat, like this. Like this first. Or get in the camera, I guess. Move this out the way. Or I would take it for priming. I would take it because if it have a hole in here, because once the first time it won't have a hole because, as you guys know, it hasn't been used. But once it's been used, it would be a hole here. So I would take my finger, or I use my desk or heart, whatever you're using, and I would hold down it at the same time, and I would pull up. Okay. Then, because of the hole, it's gonna have automatic suckness. It's gonna suck. It's gonna try to pull back down on you. It's gonna pull back down on you and let it do it. Okay. Don't be afraid about that. So let's get the cyan ink in here. Okay. I forgot to put the black ink inside. This is what I mean by blunt tip needle, okay? All right. I'm going to have to rinse this out here because I use this for the priming of the black ink. So what you may want to do, guys, is try to have maybe 4 extras if you don't feel like getting up and rinsing them out. But if that is the case, if you don't care, then or have a bowl of water or something where you could just while you're sitting at your desk or your workstation, rinse it out, then, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to call someone to help me out with this right quick, okay? Or what I'm going to do, I'm going to fast forward. No, I'm going to have someone call. Michelle, can you come here right quick, please? Guys, bear with me. And I'm going to fast forward this part as well, okay? Yes. Could you give me the empty syringes over there, please? Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, this is what I mean by having extra syringes in hand, okay? Now, if you buy syringes from That Ain't Poppin', it will come in a bag like this here with your blunt tip, needle head, as well as tubings and syringes, okay? So, I'll put these to the side here so we can get back into doing what we need to do. Okay, since I used the black already here, I'm going to set this one here over to the side as well. And I like to get the syringes that let me pull up and down easy. The ones that kind of hard, I use those last. Or if I don't have to use them all, that'd be great. Okay, cool. Well, all right, here we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is let's get started with the cyan. Here we go. Give you guys the uncut version of what happened in craft life every day. All right, put in the needle, the syringe, hold both of them, pull up. And these not gonna take nearly as long as the black cartridge because they're smaller, as you see. set in, like when I go in sideways, and I will push down, not hard, not fast, not aggressively. A little past halfway, even though I'm not going to use all of it, as I can see. It's not going to. Okay, so. And guys, you know what? I know what to do. Okay, that's what we're going to do, okay? When it comes to the part where we need to prime, I'm going to show you what we could do. That'll be a less of a headache, okay? So I'm set this down. Grab a napkin so I could get the build any spillover. So what I'm going to do this time, let me set this back against the black cartridges, is we're going to use the same syringes for everything. So we're going to put it back inside, put the ink back inside. Boom. Okay. We're going to close it. Move to the side. Going to take off the blunt needle head. I don't know what I was thinking earlier, guys. I'm sorry about that. We didn't need any more syringes. We use the same one we have at first. Take out the blunt tip needle head. Set it to the side. Okay. So remember, guys, the goal is to get this fill in here. We have to prime it so we get this here. We have to get ink inside of here in this point here. Okay. So as you do this on your own, you'll find your own way to do it. Okay. Let me put my finger here for now. And as I was speaking earlier, I'm tilted over. This here will have a hole in it normal after you put inside the printer, but since since it's new, it don't have a hole inside here, so we're good. We don't have to worry about using our finger or pressing down on something right now at this point. So again, I'm putting an empty syringe. I'm twisting it, get it down to where I like it. Okay. I'm going to hold my cartridge and syringe. I'm going to pull up. Then I'm going to push back down. I'm going to pull up again if I have to. I'm going to push back down. And voila. You have been primed. And what I like to do is too, I like to take a flashlight and I like to put it in the back of it and look and see it been primed. I'm like, okay, good. They look nice. And as well, once it's been primed, you guys are gonna see that it's going to take some of that ink away. And if you want to, you could go ahead and put more ink inside of it as well. So that's what I'm going to do. So don't worry about doing it later. Alrighty, there we go. I'm happy with that. Good. So now I'm going to take my plug and plug it up. All right, here we go. Magenta is next. And let me try to speed it up. And be careful, guys. You guys bump it and mess. All right, guys. As you can see, we are done. We had put in Eco Solvent ink into our inkjet cartridges. And on the next part, I will show you guys how to put inside your printer as well as to which ones to remove after we put them inside our printer, okay? And again, this is Sir Smith with That Ink's Popping, where the ink does what it says. I want to thank you guys for viewing this video. With that being said, oh yeah, happy New Year's and happy printing. And I hope you guys would like to hit that like button, subscribe as well. And I will be back for part 2